The Botswana Flower Brooch, depicting a spray of millet with 11 pear-shaped diamonds and gold. This delicate brooch was given to the Queen by the President of Botswana during the 2007 Commonwealth Heads of Government meeting. This plant is a major crop for Botswana. The Duchess of Teck's Flower Brooch. Its history goes back to the mid-19th century. There is a central brooch with fairly large individual diamonds set in a floral design and a series of 4 pendants that hang below, the longest one hanging from a diamond chain. The Orders of King George V and King George VI. These are diamond-set portraits of the monarch suspended from a silk bow, the colour varying by reign, and they are today given to female royal family members of the sovereign's choosing as a personal gift. The Queen was first given her grandfather, King George V's order, set on a pale blue silk, followed by her father, George VI, on a pink silk. Queen Mary's chain link bracelet. Mary bought this in 1932. It holds a 9.75 carat diamond from the Premier Mines, given to her during a visit to South Africa. The Queen inherited it in 1953 and she wore it often. The colour badge and mantle of the Order of the Bath. The Order of the Bath is a chivalric order founded by King George I in 1725. The colour of the order, the large chain, is made of gold with alternating imperial crowns and flower clusters, separated by white knots. The flower clusters include roses for England, thistles for Scotland, and shamrocks for Ireland. The badge is suspended from the front centre of the collar. It includes the motto, 3 joined as one in Latin, as well as I serve in German on a white emerald Maltese cross. The Art Deco diamond and ruby bracelet. This wide Art Deco bracelet of 8 oblong plaques of diamonds studded with small rubies could be spotted accenting the other ruby jewellery in the Queen's jewel vault on many formal occasions. The collar of St Andrew of the Order of the Thistle. The collar of the most ancient and most noble order of the Thistle is a chain of solid gold. The chain is composed of links and thistles and rue and is worn draped over the shoulders. Suspended from the collar in the front is the St Andrew, a badge, a pendant, which depicts St Andrew in a green gown and purple coat, holding a white cross depicting the Scottish flag, surrounded by gold rays of glory. It is made of enamelled gold. The Dorset Bow Brooch. This was a present to Queen Mary for her wedding to the future King George V in 1893 from the county of Dorset. It's composed of diamonds set in gold and silver. When it came time to select wedding presents for her granddaughter Princess Elizabeth in 1947, Mary picked several of her own wedding gifts to pass on. This brooch included the diamond Cockade brooch. It's a large clasp for a cloak, which is used as a stomacher or very large brooch, all made in diamonds. It comes in 3 pieces, a central star with 8 points and large diamond elements between each, and 2 removable side pieces with an intricate knotted design. Queen Alexandra wore the full 3 pieces to her coronation alongside her husband, Edward VII. In 1902, Queen Elizabeth, the Queen Mother, wore just the centre section to her 1937 coronation. It wasn't seen in public again until Queen Elizabeth wore it in 2008. The Burmese Ruby Tiara. This is one of the most symbolic and personal pieces created for Her Royal Highness. The 96 rubies mounted in the tiara were originally given to the Queen as a wedding gift from the people of Burma, intended as a symbol of protection against illness and evil. The Girls of Great Britain and Ireland Tiara. Queen Mary received this tiara as a wedding gift in 1893 from a community representing the girls of Great Britain and Ireland. It features pearls on top and a detachable base. Mary removed the pearls and she gave it to her granddaughter, Princess Elizabeth, as another wedding present in 1947. The Daffodil Spray Brooch. A spray of 3 yellow daffodils in diamonds. This brooch was a diamond jubilee gift to the Queen. The Diamond Rose of York Brooch. One of many diamond floral brooches in the Queen's jewel vault. This diamond rosette brooch features a diamond centre surrounded by 2 sets of pearls, 5 petals to each layer. In a shape and colour it resembles the white rose of York. The Collar and Great George of the Order of the Garter. The collar is a chain of pure gold. The chain is composed of enamel plaques depicting the famous blue garter with the order's motto, "Shame on he who thinks ill of it," surrounding a rose separated by gold knots. The collar is worn draped over the shoulders. Separated from the collar in the front is the Great George, a figure depicting St. George slaying a dragon from atop his horse. The Irish Blossom Brooch. It seems to be a fairly recent addition, a private gift for the Queen's diamond wedding anniversary in 2007, possibly first appearing during a visit to Northern Ireland in 2009. The 6-petal diamond flower brooch. The Queen had this brooch since she was Princess Elizabeth. It's composed of 6 diamond petals surrounding a large single diamond collet. Each petal has a row of larger diamonds down the centre. It was given by the household staff to Princess Elizabeth for her 21st birthday. The Queen Mother's Lily Brooch. In 1939, jewellers were commissioned to create a floral brooch with a lily motif. The result is one of the longer brooches in the royal collection, referred to as the foot-long brooch. It actually measures around 6.75 inches. It contains over 200 of the Queen Mother's own diamonds, plus an additional 52 added by RThe. The Coral Rose Brooch. Made by RThe, this brooch includes 2 roses of coral. There's a diamond at the centre of each rose and 2 diamond petals off the side. This was a French gift to the Queen from the Order of the Liberation in 1990. Queen Victoria's Bows. In 1858, Queen Victoria had Garter make her 3 brooches out of 506 diamonds she supplied Two of the brooches are large and one is a bit smaller. Queen Alexandra and Queen Mary hung other jewels as pendants from each brooch and used them as makeshift stomachers or skirt ornamentation. Queen Elizabeth follows her mother's example, and we saw her with just one, worn in traditional brooch position. The pink and black Paisley Brooch. For her annual garden party at the Palace of Holyrood House, the Queen debuted this brooch. The piece is created from 7 curved teardrop or paisley shapes, accented with diamonds on the edges. The paisley shape alternate in black onyx and pink coral stones. Queen Adelaide's brooch. Created for King William IV's consort, Queen Adelaide, a large centre diamond, 6 brilliants for the perimeter and smaller stones to fill out the hexagonal design. It originally served as a clasp for a pearl necklace. The brooch became an heirloom of the crown and has been passed down from queen to queen, from Adelaide to Victoria, Alexandra to Mary, and Elizabeth the Queen Mother to Elizabeth II. The British Jewellers Association Diamond Jubilee Brooch. The British Jewellers Association BJA presented the Queen with this brooch made of diamonds, platinum and gold to celebrate her Diamond Jubilee. The Aquamarine Clip Brooches. These twin brooches were a gift from Queen Elizabeth's parents, King George VI and Queen Elizabeth, for her 18th birthday in 1944, done in the clip style popularised by Cartier. They are an Art Deco arrangement of aquamarines and diamonds. The Amethyst Bouquet. The brooch is a miniature flower bouquet with 7 amethyst buds surrounded by white and yellow gold ferns and grasses. The Gold Lacework Brooch. One of many wedding gifts received by Princess Elizabeth. This gold brooch was given by the jewellers and silversmiths of Great Britain. It was described on the official wedding list as a gold lacework brooch set with diamonds and rubies. The Deli Durbar Stomacher and Scroll Cambridge Emerald Brooch. There are 7 gold set Cubichon Cambridge emeralds here and plenty of diamonds, including some of the chips from the famous Cullinan diamond. The stomacher and brooch passed to the Queen in 1953. She doesn't use the stomacher much, but she did use the brooch occasionally. The Queen Mother's multicolour leaf brooch. This Art Deco brooch with a staggered frame of diamond baguettes and a vein of pave set diamonds features Cubichon sapphires and is dotted with small amethysts, emeralds and a ruby. It was made as a gift from the Duke of York, later King George, to the Duchess of York, later Queen Elizabeth, the Queen Mother, in 1928. The Deli Carved Emerald Brooch. This large emerald hexagonal is carved on the front and back, a rose in front, a plant on the back, set in silver and gold and surrounded by brilliant cut diamonds. Queen Mary was given this brooch by the ladies of India at the Delhi Durbar, the coronation celebrations of George V and Mary in India in 1911. Queen Mary had a magnificent set of emeralds that she wore often. This brooch passed to Queen Elizabeth after Mary's death in 1953. The Kensington Bow Brooch. Yet another item from the collection of the late Queen Mary, made by Collingwood & Co. It consists of 2 rows of diamonds set in silver and gold, tied in a bow around a single large diamond, with a detachable pavé set Baroque pearl pendant. The Modern Ruby Brooch. A modern design of gold with diamonds and diamond top sprays. It is accented with a row of rubies on one side, the generic shape and light use of rubies, allowing it to be paired with red and pink outfits, but with other colours as well, made it easy for the Queen to pair with outfits, and she wore it for decades. The Frosted Sunflower Brooch. This was made for the Queen by Garter. It features petals made from 18-karat gold, with a diamond centre and diamonds studded on the petals. The Jardine Star Brooch. In 1981, the Queen was left a late Victorian diamond brooch, which she has worn on many occasions. It has a coloured diamond on a knife wire between each of its 8 points. It features 8 diamond rays separated by a single collet, which fan out from a central cluster of a large diamond, 8 smaller stones. The Queen Mother's Sapphire Flower Brooch. This blue flower brooch includes a diamond centre and 6 petals, made from groups of sapphires, each taped with diamonds depicting the curl of the petal edge. It came from the collection of the late Queen Elizabeth, the Queen Mother. It was a university present from her husband. The Queen Mother's Ruby and Diamond Floral Clips. The pair are mirrored images of each other. They each include 2 rubies and diamond flowers, one with a ruby centre, one with a diamond centre stone, with 2 diamond leaves and diamond stems, and were made by RThe. Diamond Serpent Brooch. Made in 1920, it is an Art Deco design with Indian inspiration, featuring a curved central shape set with multiple cuts of diamonds in platinum and white gold. Below, an emerald set with a diamond surround sits between diamond tassels with diamond pendants. The FEI Lifetime Achievement Award Brooch. The Queen was presented with the inaugural FEI, the International Federation for Equestrian Sports, Lifetime Achievement Award on November 26, 2014, made of diamonds set in white gold and created especially for the Queen. And this concludes the video. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed this, please click the like button, give it a thumbs up, and please subscribe for future videos. Thank you.